back, you bunch of winners, to this, another Pokemon Go video on this channel. Now, if you didn't see my last Pokemon Go video, go ahead, check it out. I'll leave a link to it right here. Ding! And basically in that video, it gives you the best tips and tricks to XP burst your way to level freaking 20. Go there if you haven't seen it. But if you've used all of my tricks, if you've used the Lucky Egg bursting trick, and you're all the way up to, around 20, 19, 18, you've been saving up all your Stardust, you've been saving up all your candy, and now you want to know which Pokemon are worth it, which Pokemon are gonna be the best at helping you capture all the gyms in your neighborhood. Well, my friend, in this video, I'll be telling you the top 10 Pokemon you should be using to capture gyms in Pokemon Go. Now, first off, 100% transparent right here. I want to make this absolutely clear. Pretty much everything that I am going to be telling you today, I have learned off of this amazing Pokemon Go resource called the Self-Row Reddit. I'm going to leave it in the description down below. Go ahead, check it out. It's the best resource. Now, first off, I'd like to explain a couple of things. A lot of you guys might be seeing these really high CP Pokemon and thinking, oh, those, as long as your Pokemon has really good CP, you could probably knock out a few gyms. And that is true, but if you want to be the best, like no one ever was, there's a lot more to this Pokemon Go battling than meets the eye. And while CP is important, the Self-Row has run a lot of tests, crunched a lot of data, and has found out that the true power of Pokemon probably lies more in their moveset and typing. Ideally, you want a super fast first move and then a more powerful secondary move to follow it up on your charge attack. Well, you might be asking yourself, why wouldn't I want both of my attacks to be powerful? That kind of makes sense. Well, it's a little bit counterintuitive right here. If you have a lower value on your first attack, for the most part, it seems to be a faster attack, and those are more effective because you're going to be doing more damage over time than the slower, more powerful counterparts in that first attack position. If you guys with any gym battling experience, you know that probably 90% of the time you're just mashing away anyway, so the first attack is probably going to be the most important. So with knowing all these factors, let's go ahead and get in. These are the top 10 Pokemon you should be using in Pokemon Go to capture gyms. At number 10. This is a bit of an upset. I expected this guy to be much higher on the list. At number 10 is Dragonite. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, one of the more difficult Pokemon to acquire in the game, can only net you the 10 position in best Pokemon to use in attacking gyms. His moveset to be ideal is Steel Wing, the quick Steel Wing combined with the more powerful Dragon Pulse, but that only gives him a score of 73.94. Shocking, I know. I thought he'd be a little bit higher up on this list considering how easy it is to get number 9. I myself live in Los Angeles, California, and one of the most common Pokemon that I see around is Growlithe. Growlithe is freaking everywhere, and his evolution, Arcanine, is one of the most common Pokemon that I see atop of gyms in my hood. And for good reason. He always seems to have a very strong CP level, and combined with the moveset of Fire Fang and Flamethrower, that goes ahead and gives him the number 9 spot and a score of 73.25 in the attacking rating. At number 8 is the Lord Helix himself, Mr. Umbastar. Combining with Rock Throw and Rock Slide, this goes ahead and nets him a score of 78.0. Once again, a large leap from Arcanine at number 9. No doubt his water and rock typing makes him one of the more difficult types to deal with in the game unless you got a grass Pokemon laying around. Not all too bad at number 8. At number 7 is Slowbro. Yes, he might be slow, and yes, he might be a bro, but with the moveset of Confusion and Ice Beam, Slowbro is one of the most dominating pokes that you can get in the game right now. In the traditional Game Boy game, Slowbro was a good Pokemon that seemed to be hampered by his lack of speed. In Pokemon Go, speed doesn't really matter. In fact, Confusion is one of the better and faster opening moves that you can do, and Ice Beam is absolutely devastating. Ice always giving you great coverage up against a number of different typings, so that is what netted Slowbro number 7 on this list. At number 6 is Executor. Yes, the goofy pineapple tree himself. The combination of Psychic and Grass goes ahead and nets him the number 6 position with a dominating score of 80.63. His ideal moveset, Zen Headbutt, followed up by another Psychic move, Psychic. At number 5 is a staple that I have seen on top of gyms all across my region, and that of course is the evolution himself, Vaporeon. Mr. Vape Nation himself netted himself a 82.64 in the attack ratings, and his ideal moveset is Water Gun, followed up by the more powerful Aqua Tail. Probably one of the more common Pokemons that you will see across all regions, Vaporeon is a force to be dealt with, both offensively and defensively. But more on that in a future video. Wink. Number 4. If you've been complaining that you keep on getting Bellsprouts hatching out of your eggs, this might turn it around. Victory Bell is in at number 4 with a moveset of Razor Leaf and Solar Beam. It nets him a 84.73. The Grass Poison type is the 4th best Pokemon that you can be using to attack gyms, and that is really surprising considering Dragonite is at 10. That still shocks me. One of the most powerful Pokemon from the original Red and Blue games comes to roost at number 3, and that is the Psychic Man himself, Alakazam. His ideal moveset is Psycho Cut, followed up by the Psychic move, Psychic, netting him a score of 89.13. The man with the magic spoon is a formidable Pokemon to add to anyone's arsenal, but not as good as number 2. He's big, he's wide, he's normal type inside. He is Snorlax. Yes, the big boy himself comes in at the number 2 position with a score of 93.85 with the ideal moveset of Zen Headbutt and Earthquake. One of the hardest Pokemon to acquire in the game, because as of now I do not believe that you can actually capture him in the wild. That I haven't seen it yet, and if you have, it must be extremely rare. The best way to get a high level Snorlax is to hatch him from a 10k egg and have enough candies to get him to his optimum CP. So a quick tip to all you guys who have 10k eggs: do not, I repeat, do not hatch, do not incubate your 10k eggs until you're at least level 19, 18 I would say, but ideally past 20. The reason why I say this is, the worst thing that could possibly happen is you hatch a 10k egg, a Snorlax comes out and he's low CP and doesn't really have all that great CP potential. And if you want to get to level 20 as quickly as possible, check out my last video in the description down below. But let's get it, guys. What is the number 1 best Pokemon you should be using to attack gyms in Pokemon Go? Number 1. This really surprised me. At number 1 is Lapras. In the original Pokemon, Lapras was a decent Pokemon, but once again, like Slowbro, like Snorlax, their lack of speed really held them back. But in Pokemon Go, speed doesn't matter. So with the moveset of Frost, Breath, and Ice Beam, he is an absolute force. He or she is an absolute force, coming in with a perfect score of 100. I think that the way that this is rated is on a curve. So essentially, Lapras is the gold standard when it comes to attacking gyms in Pokemon Go as of now. So that is it, guys. That is the top 10 Pokemon you guys should be using to attack gyms in Pokemon Go. Really surprising stuff. The way the battle mechanics are shaping up right now really favor high HP, high attack types. But I absolutely love it, man. I absolutely love seeing goofy Pokemon like Executor, Slowbro, Snorlax, and Lapras dominating these lists. What do you guys feel? Have you had success with other types of Pokemon? Leave it in the comments down below. Alright guys, those are the top 10 Pokemon you guys should be going out and trying to find if you want to be capturing all the gyms in your hood. Now this is going to be the last Pokemon video on this channel. I did go ahead and made a second video on the top 10 Pokemon you should be using defensively to guard your gyms. That's going to go ahead and be on my other channel, but you can go ahead and click right here, ding, and that'll take you to that video right here. Go ahead, subscribe to that channel for more Pokemon Go tips and tricks and just goody goodness. Anyway, my name's Being Honest. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. Remember to stay yourself, stay humble, be weird.